Hey guys, welcome here. Let's take a look what you are going to learn and what you are going to build in this course. As you can see from logo, you are going to work on Vue JS framework, specifically on its latest version, Vue JS 3. We are going to cover tons of concepts and tons of basic concepts how Vue JS is working under the hood. I can name here a lot of concepts, for example, declarative rendering, conditional loops, how to create a Vue instance, what are computed properties, watchers, classes, style bindings, conditional rendering, and much more, but that's not important because all the concepts will be explained on practical examples. As we'll be coding some features of application, I will be explaining every concept on an example. And we are going to cover lots of Vue.js 3 concepts as well as a composition API, for example. Okay, let's take a look now on an application you are going to work on and application you are going to build. It will be a simple application to keep resources, and a resource can be anything on internet. It can be video, it can be blog, it can be some electronic book, doesn't really matter, but you will keep track of them in this application. Okay, so of course, you will have the ability to create a new resource. You can go to a new page and you can create a new resource. So for example, my new resource, okay? So you can input here informations. So you'll be covering forms, two-way data binding on this, how you can provide the data here, and how you can reflect this data in your inputs. You will learn how to submit form, how to work with the selects. Okay, so after resource was created, we will be navigated to detail page, and the resource will be created. So you can see here my new resource 1. I can update this resource now. I can see even detail page. So you will learn about the routing, how to route to specific ID, how to fetch informations about the specific resource. Okay, then we'll be talking about the conditional rendering. For example, this part here is conditionally render this back button. Or this will be working through the slots. So I will be explaining slots concepts. Okay, so we can go back here. Then we have a functionality to list here over our resources. We have the ability to select the resource and update it. I can provide here update informations. After update is done, we'll display here alert message. If we are not happy with the resource, or maybe a resource is already outdated, we can simply delete the resource. Okay, so that's the basic resource functionality. Also, we can navigate to resource links we have created, of course. That's the important part. And also we can search in a resources. So when you will search here, for example, for form validation, you will find only form validation. If you will look for some resource that doesn't exist, no resource, it will be selected. All right, so there will be tons of features, small features that you will be covering. And also I didn't show you also settings. This will be explaining also teleport component, also suspense component on a user here, and propagation of a data with a provide an inject concept. So when you will submit, you are providing and injecting all of the informations to all of the smaller concepts. So you are providing this theme change everywhere else. Okay, and also on the settings on this form, I will be explaining also concepts of multiple V models, which is new in a Vue.js version 3. Okay, so this is a visual part of this application. Of course, there will be much more smaller features you will be working on during the course. Let's take a look on the code. With the code part here, we'll be creating a lot of pages. We'll have a lot of pages, a lot of components, tons of components. We'll be talking about the composition API, which is a new in the Vue.js 3. So you will learn how to create the composition functions, how to react to the changes of the data. Then we'll have here actions, which will be making a request to our API server to fetch the data from our database. We will have a very simple database as a JSON file on a server folder where we'll keep our data. We'll be serving to our application, and very simple server, which will serve also as a production server and also as a Node API server. Okay, so there is lots of concepts covered here. You need to discover them as you will be watching lectures. If you have any questions, just open the discussions for it, and I hope to see you in the course. Cheers!